We are very pleased to be joined by Larry Schnurmacher, the managing partner of Phyto Partners. Thanks for being here today, Larry.
Thank you.
This is your third year here at the conference. Why don't we start with that? This is wonderful, is it not?
It has gotten much bigger. I think it's probably grown from 200 people the first year to I heard that there was going to be 800 people here this year. A lot more jackets and ties than there were a few years ago, and it's not really just the way people dress. It's the crowd has gotten more professional. There's more executives from other industries that are seeing the opportunity in the cannabis industry.
You mentioned the cannabis industry, something evolving on a daily basis. What's your take so far? You've been involved in what, 5 years, you say?
Started in 2015. I raised some capital in a private equity fund. We invest in privately held companies that provide services to the licensed operators, and the opportunities have just continued to grow. The businesses that we see have become more mature, so they're a little further along in developing their market, their customer base, the product or service that they're bringing to market. A lot more capital is coming to the industry as well from mainstream companies that previously would have never gone near anything that had to do with cannabis, marijuana, and now they see this consumer packaged goods opportunity, especially with CBD. The pharmaceutical industry is paying attention. The alcohol industry is paying attention. I think there's been a tremendous amount of change over the last 5 years. It's definitely gone mainstream, and the opportunities for the growth just continue to expand.
Talking about the last 5 years, what about the last year specifically, since it was legalized in Canada, other states are starting to come on board?
When a country decides to end prohibition, to make something that was illegal legal, that people were using and wanted to happen, it's explosive. The growth's been crazy. We've seen it in the stock market, we've seen it in the demand. You can see it just on mainstream TV. You see it on all the morning shows, all the doctor shows. Cannabis as a medicine is a real thing. It's not just about legalizing marijuana so people can go smoke pot. Right. It's about giving people access to a health and wellness product that has all sorts of benefits, medicinally, as well as socially, like alcohol.
Interesting. A lot of people have said, or there's a take that says, if you didn't get into investing in cannabis a few years ago, you've missed the boat. Is that true?
I don't think the game hasn't started.
Game hasn't started?
Game hasn't started. It started in Canada. We saw kind of this explosion of the public markets. It has not even started. The total addressable market for cannabis-derived products is going to be tenfold what we think it is. The illegal market turning into the legal market is not the story. It's the market that's not a market currently because people don't consider it to be something to use. And that is all going to change. It's not going to be called pot, marijuana. It's going to be called cannabis or something else. And it's going to be many, many more people than we would have ever believed will use a cannabis-derived product in some way in their life.
That's amazing. What's next, Larry, for Phyto Partners?
We have 2 funds. We continue to source amazing companies that provide critical services to the operators. We've invested in a couple of brands recently, and we're just going to keep finding great companies in this industry, help them with capital and with strategic business help.
Sounds wonderful, Larry. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.